Good morning, everybody. Oh, it is Friday. TGIF. I like Fridays. I like Mondays. I like them all. But Fridays, it just lets you relax a little bit. You are going into the weekend. And today is the first day of a brand new month. Why not enjoy it? So today is Friday, April 1st, 2022. And we are 91 days in to the 2022 edition of the Game of Life. So we have completed 3 months out of the 12 in this edition of the game. And I hope that you have been playing. If you have not been playing, you can start now. You can start now. It's better to start now than to start later. All right. So today's word of the day for the 365 names, titles, and attributes of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit is fullness. Jesus is our fullness. We have fullness of spirit. He wants us to live a full life. So fullness is the word that I want you to think about today with his attributes. And it does go along with the ruthless elimination of hurry that we've been studying. We're going to finish up today that devotion from the YouVersion app. And guess what I found now? The podcast. So now I have found the podcast by the author of that book and then the author of another book. And they have a podcast called Fight, Hustle, End, Hurry. And I found that through the YouVersion Bible app. At the bottom of day 5, it says find out more about this. So I clicked there. Then in my clicking, y'all, on the clicker, then in my clicking around on that, I found a podcast. So should be in the podcasts, but it is called In Hurry, Fight, Hustle. So I'm going to listen to that in the car. And I have 1 day left that I've marked in this. This is not the whole book. See, I didn't mark the whole book of things that I thought would be useful to us, but I do have 1 left. Then I'll either find something new or leave it out. But from God's Little Instruction Book 2, it says, if you're heading in the wrong direction, God allows U-turns. So if your life, I thought this went so perfect, if your life is in the direction of hurry and worshiping hurry and having too much to do, having things to do is not a bad thing. Having too much to do and too little time to do it, and then putting us in a hurry mode, that's not the best thing. But if you're heading in the wrong direction, God allows U-turns. Could it be the wrong direction with hurry and filling your life? Usually when somebody's trying to fill their life, they're trying to get away from the pain that is in life sometimes. If you're heading in the wrong direction with your eating habits, God allows U-turns. He gave you Shibboleth. If you're heading in the wrong direction with any relationships, let's ruthlessly eliminate hurry and pay attention to those people around us. He allows U-turns in whatever form or fashion that you would need that U-turn. He will allow that. And the verse is Jeremiah 15:19. If you repent, I will restore you that you may serve me. So I have enjoyed those little quotes from God's Instruction Book 2. I picked that little book up one day when I was going to swap it out at a book swap. And I decided, no, I better look at that one. I'm glad I did. So that was awesome. When you hop on here this morning, please say good morning, where you're watching from, and what type of Shibboleth day you're going to have. I'm going to the Flying Biscuit for breakfast and the Cheesecake Factory for lunch. I'm at 139. I don't like to be over 139. Yesterday I was 138. But I was feeling a little chippy yesterday, and I didn't end up having to do that lunch yesterday. Even though I wanted to do that lunch yesterday, it didn't work out. And so I had Bonitos for part of my meal as a category 3. Then I also had Bonitos later as a snack. And guess what? I'm up a pound. And am I worried about it? No, I'm not worried about it because I know that water will attach itself to carby things. And so it's just sitting there. I didn't have bad habits. I didn't have, I didn't go overboard. I just had a little bit more chips yesterday, and it's represented in the scale. It does not mean I gained fat. It means that something else in here, water, is holding on to that. So I'm not going to worry about that. But I do want to keep in mind that if I were to go, woo, let me have a holiday. And guess what? I might. But if I were to think that starting for today, I'm already going to go over my line in the sand. So we'll see how I feel. I'm just going to go and order what I normally order at breakfast, and then I'm going to see what they have at the Cheesecake Factory. You know, I can make an approved meal anywhere I go. So, all right, when you hop on, I may have said this, please say what type of day you're going to have, and I'm going to see who's watching this morning. Then we'll go into our devotion. Hey, good morning, Kathy from Michigan, having a perfect day. Hey, Ron from Snellvern. Ron, I just put together Snellville and Lilburn, and it came out Snellburn. Oh my goodness, Ron. Watching from Snellville this morning on a perfect day. Hey, Colleen, good morning from Michigan. And Valerie from Indiana, having a perfect day. Thank you for typing in that attribute fullness, and it can be looked at in so many different ways. One of the things that I just posted this morning that came from this podcast, and I gave the guy that said it credit, he said that faithfulness, that one definition of faithfulness is honoring the process of becoming. That a lot of times we feel like it's the end result, but really it could be the honoring of the process of becoming. It's a becoming. I thought, ooh, that sounds good. Good morning, Lori. I'm going to have a perfect day despite 1885 catering breakfast at my school faculty meeting. Oh, well, they serve some really great food that you can keep perfect. So congratulations on that. I like to go there when I have a holiday, though, because I like their pecan pie bread pudding when I'm having a holiday. But I've eaten many things there approved. What was really funny is I sat down recently at 1885 with the staff of a roundabout local media, and a lady that I know, well, our executive editor, who she knows I do Shibboleth, and she's joined but hasn't gotten started yet. She goes, what do you recommend here? I said, oh, I recommend that fried chicken breast and macaroni and cheese. She said, I can't believe you just said that. I said, not everywhere I eat is perfect. I know what's good at places, and if it's meant to be a perfect day, then I'll do that. I probably would have had that day, except for that was the week I was taste testing hamburger patties. Trying things new. Y'all, Miller's Ale House hamburgers, one. Okay. Karen, good morning. I am F Day, Porter, Texas. And when I talk about eating a hamburger patty, it is always without the bun. Always without, even on a holiday. Unless I'm at BurgerFi, because I do like their buns. All right, Stephanie, yay, Friday, perfect day in Loganville, starting my April with a good start. Awesome, Stephanie, that is wonderful. Hey, Dana, good morning. I am F Day in Mulvane, Kansas. Thank you, Valerie. I got about an inch cut off yesterday, and when my stylist does it, I let her give me some waves. I enjoy those waves for about, if I can get it to last through Sunday, that'll be great. Wash my hair Sunday night, and then it'll be straight again on Monday. But thank you. I do enjoy it like this. Chris says, happy Friday. Perfect day in Jacksonville, Florida. Chilling today. She's slowing down today. Just chilling, ruthlessly eliminating hurry, and gonna enjoy it. Going to watch several of my friends on TV compete at the National Agility Championship. Someday I hope to be there too. That is awesome and wonderful. I love that, Chris. I'm glad you can cheer your friends on. Good morning. Running late today, so listening in the car, having an IMF day today. I hope you have a great day too. You too, Amanda. Hey, Charlene from Michigan. Holiday book club night tonight. And thank you for typing that in, Chris. Erica, good morning. Having a holiday today to celebrate my youngest nephew's birthday. His birthday was yesterday, but having family celebration this weekend. And you know what? That's exactly, when you're in weight loss mode, that type of thing right there is the type of day that holidays are really for. Once you get to maintenance, you know, there's can be some other days in addition to those days, but celebrate and have fun with your family. Hey, Rebecca, good morning from Bowden, Georgia. Doing horribly this week, but back on board today. Yes, it's a great day to get started. It does not have to be a Monday to get started. Today is the first day of a new month, a beautiful day to get started when our mind requires it. Sometimes our mind tells us, get started on Monday, get started on the 1st, get started next month. Our mind is what limits us. We need to start right now, no matter what time it is. Today, let's say that you are having you've given into a holiday at lunch, and then you just go, why do I need to continue this? Don't. You will have less damage if you don't continue it. All right. But Rebecca, I'm glad you are back on board today. Hey, Brandy, good morning. Enjoying a perfect day. Oh, thank you, Brandy. I appreciate that. Hey, Julie, good morning from Indiana. IMF Day. Hey, Cheryl Davis, Tiger 16 Day in Clarksville, Georgia. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. I wish I could do this to my hair, and I might be able to, but I don't try. So, hey, Alicia, good morning from Fort Oglethorpe, taking the kids on a field trip, packed my Mighty Muffin cookies. I love that idea. And when I first started Shibboleth and we would go to the movie theater, I would cook chocolate Mighty Muffins on my griddle. And then I would just put them in a baggie, put them in my purse because they lay flat. They just slipped right down in your purse, and then I would sit and eat my Mighty Muffins in the movie, and it was so good. So that is a perfect thing to take, Alicia. Hey, Nancy, good morning. Nancy Westbrook from Jacksonville. Well, I'm glad y'all are all here with me today. Let's go ahead and read this devotion. The last day in this Bible app on the YouVersion about the ruthless elimination of hurry. And I hope that y'all found some time yesterday. The things that I find fun, because this is my teacher nature. All week, this thing has given us, this Bible devotional has given us little action steps each day. See, I'm likely to do this. I haven't, once I get into studying something, and I do a lot with it. I have this little book here called My Book of Lists. Well, y'all, this is where I put my analyzation of the study guide on the ruthless elimination of hurry. Well, now he's given some little action steps that you can do. I'm going to turn that into a list, put it in here, because I might need to be reminded one day of slowing down. I might need to be reminded of when an interruption comes to live at the pace of Jesus. Jesus lived at a pace, and it involved a lot of interruptions. When the moms and dads wanted to bring their children to Jesus, was that planned and organized event? It wasn't. It was a spontaneous event where they knew he was coming and they wanted to bring their children because they loved their children so much to Jesus. And it was an interruption, and the disciples saw it as an interruption, and they were like, hey, we don't have time for this. But Jesus is like, let the little children come to me. So living at a pace of Jesus is important to allow those interruptions that come into our life be handled in a way that shows that person love, but without causing you anxiety that there was an interruption. It's twofold. You're slowing down for your own purpose of not allowing that interruption to get you anxious for some reason because it interrupted what you're doing, but also showing love to the person who came to you probably in need or in love of just wanting to see what you had to say to them or what you have to say about a topic. Somebody's coming in to check in with you. They might need you. So just be patient and listen. So I think it's important. Me, personally, the act of writing things down helps me learn them. So that's why I'm going to go back and make that little list. But take my yoke. Jesus regularly invited people to follow him. Normally, his invitation sounded something like this: whoever wants to be my apprentice must deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow me. But in another famous iteration of his well-known invitation, Jesus appealed to the tired, weary, and burned out and simply said, come, find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Jesus' open invite is to a life of rest, not just our bodies, but at a far deeper level for our souls. And yet his imagery of an easy yoke is a bit odd. Far removed from an agrarian economy, we forget that a yoke is a tool for work. It was used to harness oxen together to plow a field. That sounds like the last thing a burned out worker needs. The tired among us don't want a yoke, we want a vacation. But Jesus is wise beyond comprehension. He gets, better than we often do, that life is an unending series of burdens. There's no way around the weight of responsibility that is life this side of resurrection. What we need isn't an escape from that weight, but a way to carry and ease, and a way to carry it with ease and joy. That's what Jesus offers a way to carry the weight of life with a straight back and a smile on your face. In the way of Jesus, Sabbath is a 24-hour practice of restful worship by which we cultivate a spirit of restfulness all week long. As we near the weekend and look forward to a day of rest and worship, remember there are Sabbath moments all throughout each day, little opportunities to slow down and rest under Jesus' easy yoke, to unhurry to the life that's waiting for all of us in Him. And the exercise for the day is to find your Sabbath moments. Look for the little Sabbath moments today when you first wake up, on your lunch break, before a meeting, etc. When those opportunities come, forego the urge to reach for your phone and instead reach out in your mind for God and settle in His rest. So that ends that. But Wednesday, this past Wednesday, was 2 weeks that I had kind of put down the phone and ruthlessly eliminated hurry. And midweek, this week, I started having this little pull to check my phone a little bit. So it's kind of like when you start Shibboleth and you lose some weight and you get to, when people start Shibboleth, they start Shibboleth because there's some pain in their life, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical. They want to get rid of the weight, literal weight, that is dragging them down. And they are propelled to do it. They are motivated to do it because they want to get rid of that pain. But once you've lost 10, 12 pounds, you actually feel better, and you will start to feel a little bit better and think you can slack off, and you can't. So I have found that this same thing is true with this ruthless elimination of hurry. About 2 weeks in, I started feeling better, but I also felt like I needed something else to fill the time. And I wasn't going out and walking like I should, and I wasn't going out and doing stretch routines, which I like to do, like I should either. And I was tending to go towards the easier thing. You see, what's really odd, the easier thing is to sit down with the phone and scroll, but that actually creates more anxiety because we take on everybody else's problems, do a bunch of comparisons in our heads, and all kinds of things that go on when you look at that phone. But when in my mind, the harder thing is to go get my shoes on and walk, or go get my exercise mat out and stretch. In my mind, that's harder because it really creates more effort. But it is the thing that if you can propel yourself to go do those things, you actually feel better after. And I'm going to tell you this, you sleep better. You sleep better. On those days last week where I was in preparation last Saturday for a Sabbath Sunday, I did 11,000 steps on Saturday, just getting things done because I knew that I was going to rest on Sunday. I slept awesome. But when I don't do anything exercisey and all that, I don't sleep well. So I realized that this midweek, I'm still going to have to continue the purposeful activity of ruthlessly eliminating the hurry. So it is also a continual process. So this morning when that guy, Jefferson Bethke is his name, was on the podcast with John Mark Comer, who wrote The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Now, he wrote The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry based on philosopher Dallas Willard's concept of that, and he gives him credit for it. But when he started talking about faithfulness, faithfulness is having faith in God. Faithfulness is doing the Shibboleth lifestyle every day. Faithfulness is, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Faithfulness is continuing to follow the ruthless elimination of hurry, even if you get a little content about it and you start to go back to your old habits. You've got to ruthlessly eliminate that old habit. Oh yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. Lay that phone down and walk out of the room and go and spend time with the Lord. Force yourself to put those shoes on and go out of the house for a walk. But faithfulness, he said that faithfulness isn't an end result, that it can be considered honoring the process of becoming. And when he said that, a light bulb went off, and I thought, oh my goodness, that can be honoring the process of living the Shibboleth lifestyle and becoming the healed person that you want to be when it revolves around eating habits. Honoring the process of becoming an unhurried individual so that you can show other people love in a way that maybe you haven't shown them before, and you're surprising them by the way that you're responding. Just think how much you can pour into people by continuing to honor the process of becoming who you want to be. And becoming that is also who you want to be in Jesus. These are just aspects of being the best you can for his glory. I hope that y'all had a great time today. Let me see what y'all have wrapped up with and saying, and we'll hop off of here. Let's see. Hey, Diane, good morning. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. I hope you have a great weekend too. Hey, Julie. Okay, Julie says, yoke, a way to carry work and burdens with joy. That's right. And you know what? It's like, if you think about the yoke that they put on an oxen, 2 oxen together, the yoke. Think about yourself yoked with Jesus with that, and he's going to carry that for you if you want to think about it in that way. Hey, Michelle, good morning from Jasper, Tennessee, having an IMF day. Hey, Diane from Columbus, Mississippi, having a holiday today. Thank you for sharing, Diane. Nancy says, yes, this, exactly. I love that, Nancy. That was a cute way to write that. Hey, Christy, good morning. Yes, and sunshine I love, so thank you, thank you. Bless you too, Tammy. And, thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Hey, Cindy, good morning. Perfect day in Virginia. And Alicia, tell Mia and Leah hello. Mia and Leah. Hello, girls. Y'all have a great day. And you know what? I want to tell y'all, Mia and Leah, I was thinking about you and your brother the other day, and I was thinking of how blessed y'all are. I just want to tear up because your mom and dad have learned something so special that they can help y'all learn and know for the whole rest of your life. Isn't it wonderful to teach your children? They can enjoy food when it's appropriate, but then there's days to do the right thing. And I was really thinking a lot about y'all, Alicia, this week, and because y'all's success, your year anniversary, and just what you're introducing to your children, and y'all are just so fun in doing it. So thank you. And Mia and Leah, have a great day. Michelle, good morning. I was late. We'll watch on replay. Have a great weekend. All right. Okay. Well, we're going to hop off of here. Y'all have a blessed weekend, and listen to anything that you can that Travis does that keeps you motivated. And I will see y'all again for the Shibby Show on Monday. If you are near Kennesaw, come to class tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We would love to see you. Good morning, Suzette. Okay, I'm finally back down to where I was before my holidays last weekend. Yes, sometimes it takes that time, Suzette. I experienced that myself recently. Praise God, IMF Day here in Kansas. Yes, and I hope that you take what we said today to heart. Faithfulness is honoring the process of becoming. So continue to honor the process of faithfulness, Suzette, even when we get a little like, why didn't this work this week? When it is working, it's just not represented on the scale. See, sometimes things are represented in a different metric of success. All right. Bye, everybody.